mask. He every y'all see when Straight Drop was in court, he had letters on his mask. He's trying to communicate with somebody that's watching on TV that's supposed to be working on the whole thing with this lawyer and the CMG and all them. He's also trying to tell somebody in the messages on his mask to hide the weapon for the second case that's actually coming on. Everybody forgot about the Makedas brother. Straight Drop actually followed Makedas brother and took him out because Makedas brother witnessed the whole thing that happened on the inside. So you know how Straight Drop and them came to the front and made it look like everything happened in the front? Well, behind the scenes, the two dudes that ran out the back of the Makedas that actually did the shooting or were part of it and was with Maurice, well, Makeda's brother saw Maurice and the two dudes that ran out the back holding Dolph down and trying to take him out. He seen everything. And that's why they were worried about him actually, if he came and got subpoenaed to be a witness by the marshals, because everybody that worked in the shop that day is going to have to show up to court and be a witness, give witness testimony. They'll be subpoenaed. There's no way out of it. If you get subpoenaed, you have to go. So they know that like Maurice knows Makeda's brother can't go as the witness because he's going to expose for what really happened instead of for what the narrative that everybody is playing their part in. So what they did is they said, hey, we got to get Straight Drop to pull up on Makeda's brother and take him out. So Straight Drop, while he was still in Memphis before they went on the run, he made sure to track down Makeda's brother. And when they went to that mall that day, they took him out then too, because that was the witness that wasn't gonna, he didn't conform. He wasn't willing to take the check, get paid to lie. He wasn't willing to turn the other cheek and kind of be secretive about what's going on behind closed doors, you know. So he didn't fall for the bait. So they knew that they had to take him out or else he's going to expose all of them. And if he exposes all of them, well, then they're going to go down too as part of the RICO case, or have a separate case put on them. At worst, they're gonna get a negligence lawsuit for, not having the right protection as far as they locked Dolph in, and who knows that the door to the back kitchen hallway, they probably locked that too, so that they could say Dolph was in the lobby and both doors going into the hallway and the door going into the store was locked. And they're going to try to tell you that that's how he got trapped in that room and that they was able to catch him lacking in that room. But what really happened is that they did, the two shooters in the back that ran out and Maurice, they did all they had a big fight in that back hallway, and that's where they popped Dolph and basically took his life in there. And then they moved him to the front. After they moved him to the front, they went back into the back hallway, and then they locked that front door automatically, and then they locked that hallway door automatically, and then they started the cameras back up again, and then the dudes pulled up to the front, and so that they could get that one little picture freeze frame. Now, no one's telling you yet, where did the white car go in between Makedas and the place that they left it at, where the music video was shot at. So, you know where he went, and after they dropped the car off, they get in the other getaway car, and they was waiting until they get the word from Makedas on where the Makedas brother was going to be going, because they needed to take out the brother after the fact. The brother was already not on board with this whole thing, and he told them it's a bad idea, karma is going to be coming after you, don't do it. And they couldn't tell him what day this and that happened. And so basically, when he was working in the back that day, they try to make it a surprise. Like they try to do the whole planned out hit, but still try to make it a surprise to Makeda's brother so that he thinks it was a random act of violence and not the planned hit that the Makedas was talking about the whole time. And so once everything went down, he got out of there immediately after, the whole 12s came and had to clear all of them to make sure that, they didn't have the uh, gunpowder residue on them. But Maurice changed his clothes, so he got cleared too. But now after that, Makeda's brother left, and he was pretty much packing up his belongings, and he was gonna move out because he already knew that he seen way, way too much, and that they were gonna be coming after him. And so he tried to, one last time take his son out to the mall and have a good one last go around with the immediate family before he was gonna go and try to lay low for a little bit. But little did he know that Makeda's already had the drop on him. And because, he's an employee, so with his employee phone, they already was tracking him. And they sent Makeda's Raven and Maurice call Straight Drop and say, hey, we need you to do one last thing. Yo Gotti need you to do one last thing. We got a witness that's seeing everything that happened, but he's gonna expose all of us, so we need you to take care of him. So that's what they told the Straight Drop, and they gave Straight Drop access to Makeda's brother location. They seen he was at the mall, and mall's a public
Learn about crypto and get paid as you learn with Coinbase Earn. We've paid out over 100
place, so they just pulled up on him and they waited for the right time before, that way not too many people seen things, and then they got him. And then they fled the scene again on that time. And what Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop, is doing with his mask is that he's got the letters on it to show it's like a secret message saying, hide the weapon from Makeda's brother incident. And also, yo Gotti, it's time for you to get the lawyer. That's what the message says on his mask. If you gotta be able to decode that kind of stuff. So that's what I did when I decoded it. That's what I got. It was a message saying to hide the second weapon and the other Makeda's brother, death, and then to have Yo Gotti and CMG go ahead and initiate the process of getting him a new lawyer that isn't tied to CMG. Because the last lawyer they tried to get him had too much ties to CMG, and it was obvious, and everybody and their mama knew that. So before that guy gets thrown in on a RICO case because he's going to make it easy for them to find out that they're RICO. And so he moved to Costa Rica, and now they got to get Yo Gotti got to find a whole nother lawyer that doesn't have any previous ties with CMG. So basically, they're going to have to come up with a brand new lawyer and pay him off to be part of the CMG team, and that he can't represent nobody else but CMG, and he's just basically like a dedicated attorney to them. So that way he can't got to snitch on CMG if that lawyer, the new one, finds out too much. Because any lawyer that represents these guys will come to find that there's so many connections between them and all the other cases that they've tried. And they'll come to find out it's dangerous representing these guys, because as a lawyer, you could actually end up getting yourself thrown in prison, because you would be part of a RICO case ultimately if you're the lawyer of that organization and it's on paper saying you represent them. So that's one thing, but y'all need to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, give this a like, and I'm going to be back with more.